Hello everyone in YouTube land, King Heathen here, and we're going to talk about the ever so important Ten Commandments. Down here in the Biblical South, there was a recent situation where a judge refused to move the Ten Commandments in front of his courthouse. The governor wanted to back him up, and basically they removed the Ten Commandments. Now, even my father, who is not a religious person now, I'm not saying he's atheist, I'm not saying he's agnostic, I'm not saying he's deistic, but he is just not religious. My father thought that if we got it down to the Ten Commandments, everything will be fine. Don't know about that, Pops. But let's go through, and what I have here is a copy of Don't Know Much About the Bible by Kenneth C. Davis, which is a very good book from a actual Christian believer who is giving you the straight up and down answers on the Bible. And I'm going to use his annotated version. In other words, he has taken it and removed all the thou shalts and the thises and that's that aren't part of the English language and made it into normal speak that we can understand. He also breaks down and tells you in various parts of this book about certain things that I will mention as I go through each of the things. Now, my first question is, I want you in just a few moments when I tell you to, I want you to pause this video and I want you to name all 10 commandments. All 10 commandments. Begin. How'd you do? Did you get all 10? How many did you get? That's what I figured. Most of you probably only got 4 to 6, maybe. The easy ones are thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. A lot of people start hanging up right there. Some will get don't lie. Some will get don't commit adultery. The other 6 are a little harder. What are the other 6? What are all of them? All right, so let's go one by one and let's talk about them and let's determine, are these the type of questions that we want to base our court system on. All right. And God spoke all these words. I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt. I was never in Egypt. Out of the house of slavery, and you shall have no other gods before me. Commandment number 1, this is recognized by most people in the Christian and Jewish faith, you shall have no other gods before me. I don't have a God. If I'm Hindu, I don't have your God. If I'm Buddhist, I don't have your God. If I'm a member of the Confucianism movement, there's a lot of different movements that don't follow the Abrahamic God. Is that something we want in front of our courthouses? I don't think so. But thou shalt have no other gods before me. Whatever. Thou shalt not make for yourself an idol, whether in the form of anything in the heaven above, or of the earth beneath, or that is of the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down to them or worship them. For I am the Lord your God, and I am a jealous God, punishing children of the iniquity of parents to the 3rd and 4th generation. Wow, that seems harsh. Of those who reject me, but showing steadfast love to the 1000th generation of those who love me and keep my commandments. Okay, so since I'm an atheist, my children, my children's children, my children's children's children, 4 generations? Wow, that's harsh. But here's the one that I want to point out. I'm a jealous God. Isn't jealousy one of the 7 deadly sins? Envy, jealousy, same thing, right? Okay. All right. So God's the sinner. Don't make yourself a graven image, anything from the heavens above or earth beneath. How about the Sistine Chapel? Pictures of God and everything else too. We got to take that down, don't we? According to 10 Commandments, we do. All right. Thou shalt not make wrongful use of the name of the Lord your God, for the Lord will not acquit anyone who misuses his name. Well, Jesus Christ, that's a little harsh too, don't you think? I mean, goddamn. Seriously. You get the point. I don't think that's something that needs to be in front of our courthouses, because I don't think that's anything that matters. It's just a figure of speech. It's something that we use, and who cares? That's one of those laws that kind of was made and became. I mean, think about this. Did people back who did not believe in Jesus Christ, did they go, Jesus Christ? Did they say that? No. They kind of came as a fact of, well, since you told me it was a sin, here, I'm going to sin. One they probably should have left alone, huh? Okay. Remember the Sabbath day. Keep it holy. Blah, 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 blah. I love how it mentions your male and female slave in there. But anyway, keep the Sabbath day holy. All right, what day is that? Exactly. No? Okay. A lot of people assume that it is Sunday. Jewish people believe that it's Saturday, and since the Old Testament is basically the Jewish law, I would think they were probably more correct. And even in our calendar, Sunday is the first day of the week, not the last day of the week, which therefore makes it the seventh day. Anyway, Saturday should be the seventh day, but here we are, and Sunday's the day that I can't go buy beer. Go figure. I don't think that's one that needs to be in front of a courthouse either. All right, so there's 3 laws I've already written up, and hey, they're the first 3. Honor your mother and father. Yeah, what if your father's a rapist? What if your mother is abusive? What if your mother and father are both very sick pedophiles who do horrible things to you? I mean, honor thy mother and father. Is that so universal? Hey, my mom and dad are great for most part. They're not perfect by no means, but honor thy mother and father. I don't think that's a law. What about you? Okay, thou shalt not murder, as Mr. Davis says. Thou shalt not murder, not kill. That explains why Yahweh has absolutely no problem with killing all the babies, all the people, all the men and women and children of the areas that he absolutely wiped out, because he felt like that was necessary. But murder was wrong. Killing was okay as long as it was justified. I'd kill someone who broke in my house and threatened my children as well. Thou shalt not commit adultery. You know what? If your wife's okay with it, your husband's okay with it, I don't care either. Thou shalt not steal. Okay, I'll go along with that one. Thou shalt not bear false witness against your neighbor. Right, that's in context of a legal matter. Not so much about lying as most people interpret it. Yes, lying is probably not a good idea, but let's face it, if my wife asks me, hey, does my butt look fat in these jeans, I'm going to tell her she looks just fine regardless. And thou shalt not covet your neighbor's house, his wife, his ass, and his slave. And again, justifying slavery there. What's so wrong with that? I covet my neighbor's whatever it is that I want to go buy. You got a big screen TV and I like it, I will go get one. I think that is a good thing. I think you should covet your neighbor's things, because that's what makes you aspire to the greater things that you can go achieve. I think complacency is a horrible thing, and it should not be allowed in our culture. Okay, so in all of those things, there was only just a bare minimum that are even considerable in today's society as a whole, and even those are slightly questionable in certain circumstances. So is that something that needs to be in courthouses? I don't think so. Your thoughts, send them to me. King Heathen. Thank you.